Hey there, 90s fans. Welcome to part 3 of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles collection. For anyone who didn't catch parts 1 and 2, I'll put those links up. Part 1 featured my action figures collection from the 1987 cartoon, so action figures from the late 80s and early 90s. Part 2 featured merchandise and toys and clothes and all kinds of different stuff from the 1987 cartoon that was super popular in the early 90s. Today's video is going to feature everything from the 2003 cartoon. So that includes action figures and merchandise and accessories and anything else, basically. So anyway, here is the collection specifically from the 2003 cartoon. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to show here is the action figures from the 2003 cartoon. It was pretty similar to the 90s cartoon where they just made just about everything in addition to just the regular Turtles characters and their allies and villains. They made all kinds of offshoots of the Turtles. They made rock and roll turtles and biker turtles and all kinds of stuff. So the ones that you'll see today are the ones that I have here on display hanging up, which are mostly just some of the main people from the show. I just didn't have room for a lot of the other figures, so I have about 2 binfuls of action figures that I just don't have displayed, which I won't be showing today. So today you'll just see most of the main ones. Anyway, so we've got, on the far left, we've got Leonardo, followed by Donatello, Raphael, and Michelangelo. I thought it was pretty cool how they, how the tops have like their faces on them. I thought that was pretty neat. At the very end, we've got Splinter. And then down towards the bottom, we've got Casey Jones, April O'Neil, Shredder, Foot Soldier, and then Hun, who is one of the new villains for the cartoon. And here, let me get a little bit closer, just so you can get a better view. So you can kind of see what's individually in there. There's Leonardo. He's got his swords. Donatello's got his bow staff. Raphael, of course, with the sais. And they all come with other weapons and accessories, as you can see. Michelangelo's got his nunchucks. And then Splinter looks like he comes with a walking stick, some arrows, a bow and arrow, and then a little bit of mutagen. Then we've got good old Casey Jones down here with his hockey mask and his golf bag and hockey sticks and baseball bat. April, who in this cartoon, rather than being a news reporter like she was in the original one, she was a scientist, so she's got a laptop with her there, and she's got some mousers. She actually originally worked for Baxter Stockman before she realized he was evil. Then we've got Shredder, who's pretty intimidating in this cartoon. He looks pretty tough. We've got Foot Soldier, who in this cartoon the Foot Soldiers were humans, not robots like in the original. And then we've got Hun, the leader of the Purple Dragons. Like I said, he was a new character for this cartoon. So there you have really the main heroes and villains of the 2003 cartoon. Okay, and here's the last of the 2003 action figures that I have displayed. These weren't main characters, as in like they weren't on every episode or featured regularly, but they were some of the really good, I thought, good heroes and villains of the series. Some of them were recurring. Actually, I think probably most of these were recurring. So let me get a close-up here. So at the very top here, we've got the Elite Guard. He was Shredder's Elite Guard ninja. Next to him, we have the Footfire Mystic. They were Mystics. They were also obviously part of the Foot Soldiers with Shredder. I think there was a fire one, a wind, and earth. And I can't remember what else there was. Then we have the Guardian Ninja, who is one of the good guys. All the way over here, we've got Leatherhead, who was a pretty famous villain from the cartoon. He's actually a good guy in this series. And, oops, sorry, kind of a glow here, but we've got a reflection. But we've got Usagi Yojimbo, another pretty famous cartoon character. He was pretty awesome in this cartoon. Down here we've got an Utrom. One of the big changes in this cartoon was that there was no Krang, but there were Krang-esque characters called Utroms, and they were actually good guys, not bad guys, with the exception of Shrell, who was actually Shredder. Shredder was an Utrom in this. It's a whole long explanation. I won't get into it now. We've got Commander Mozar, one of the Triceratons. And then we have just the Triceraton Warrior. I always liked the Triceratons. I always liked the story arc when they went into space. And then we've got the good old Fugitoid. Yeah, so that's it for the action figures that I have on display from the 2003 cartoon. Like I said, I have about 2 binfuls of action figures not on display, but these were always the ones I thought were the coolest and probably my favorites. Alright, here is the remainder of my items from the 2003 cartoon. We've got all kinds of accessories and merchandise and toys. So here's all my stuff, just kind of a little broad overview. I apologize in advance, the lighting over here isn't very great. I try to put a light in here to make it a little bit better, but so there's just kind of a general overview of everything, and I'll get up close now and show it individually. Okay, I'll start over here with all this stuff. We've got all kinds of crazy things in here. How about right here we've got Ninja Turtles Sprinkler, still unopened. I actually got that from people at work when they threw me a birthday party for my 20th birthday, and they all pitched in and got me that, so they knew me too well. We've got a couple Ninja Turtles balls down here. We've got some cards. I think they're kind of like Ninja Turtles magic cards or something. We've got like a little egg. We have these, which I believe, I want to say they were from Burger King, I think with like the kids meal. You can get these different turtle figures. We've got, this is like a keychain, a Raphael keychain. Another ball back there. Another Turtles egg. We've got some sunglasses. Here we've got pencils, Ninja Turtles pencils. We've got a yo-yo, Ninja Turtles yo-yo back there. We've got a couple of toothbrushes, I don't know if you can see. And we also have some toothpaste. We've got an alarm clock, Ninja Turtles alarm clock. I should probably use that, but I don't. And then we've got a visor, Turtle Power. And then a Donatello hat behind that. That's really it over here. I have a few other things, but they're from the newer cartoon. I'll show those in another part of the video. But that was everything up there from the 2003 cartoon. And here we have all kinds of books, coloring books, and sticker books and things like that. I won't go through those individually, but that's what those are. And then we've got some Ninja Turtles shampoo. And we've got some more stickers in there too. And then in here we have all kinds of stuff. We have Ninja Turtles crayons. Let me take them out. Get a good view. There's the Ninja Turtles crayons. We've got some Pez. Ninja Turtles Pez dispensers, and the Pez are still in there. I have a few of those. We've got a 100-piece puzzle. Below that we have some trading cards. And then we've got Yahtzee Jr. Some of these things I really wanted to open just to see how they were, but I thought it would be cool to keep them packaged. And up here we've got another Ninja Turtles keychain, followed by some playing cards, and some Valentine's Day cards. And then this one I always thought would be cool, but I never opened it, a shell cell. So it's like a Ninja Turtles communicator. Thought that was pretty neat. And then we've got another Ninja Turtles game down here, along with some more cards. I've got one of the Valentines opened. Alright, in the last portion here I've got is some of the vehicles from the cartoon, 2003 cartoon. We have here, I think this was the Shell Sub, which was one of the Ninja Turtles vehicles they used. This was the, I don't remember the name of this, Turtle Copter, Shellcopter, something like that. It's obviously just a helicopter. We have, I think this was like a foot ski, jet ski or something. I'm pretty sure the foot soldiers used it. And this was, for the life of me, I don't remember what this one was called, but it's got, you could like sit the figure there, and then it shoots out these little, if you can see it, it's got like little sewer tops in there. They're supposed to be, it shoots them out. Then we also have the Ninja Turtles lair, which is pretty intricate. I always thought the one from the 90s cartoon was cooler looking. It had a little bit more detail to it, but this one's pretty sweet too. It's pretty big. And let me move down here to the bottom. We've got the battle shell, which was like the equivalent of the turtle van or the party wagon. Like I said, this show was a little bit more grown up, so you can see it's not quite as cartoon-ish looking. And then we have another one that I'm sorry, but I can't remember the name of. And next to that was the shell cycle, which Raphael used to use a lot. And just a few more random things here that I'm noticing. We've got another Ninja Turtles backpack. And then another kite. I had those with the original cartoon as well. And if you can see, I don't know if you can tell in the corner, there's a little umbrella. Also have a towel, beach towel. And Donatello mask, which is actually kind of creepy looking. If you can see it there. And then we've got a Ninja Turtles light switch. That just makes the room complete. And I think that's about it for now. So there you have it. There is just about everything that I have from the 2003 cartoon. Like I said, with the exception of those figures, the 2 binfuls of figures that I don't have on display. Other than that, this was just about everything. So this was part 3. Part 4 should be the last part of this Ninja Turtles collection series. Part 4, I think, is just going to be everything else I have. I have a lot of stuff from the 2012 cartoon, the newest cartoon. I have some stuff from the movie, the one that came out 2 years ago. I have some of that. I just all kinds of different random stuff. There's some things still from the 90s cartoon that I've found that I forgot to show. So just basically everything I have left of my Turtles collection. That should be part 4, the final part. So stay tuned for that. I'm hoping once the Ninja Turtles collection is done, I'm going to do some other videos with different items that I have from the 90s. So that should be pretty cool. So stay tuned, and I hope it brought back some good memories.